2021 started off pretty slow for new Gacha game releases, but May is starting to ramp things up with 2 banger titles, and then we've got even more big titles coming in the rest of the year. But for today's video, we're going to take a look at May specifically with some tentative release dates for the games. Now, if you want to just jump around and check out the games, I will leave timestamps in the description, and then I'll go through the games, what they're about, and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. And if there are any titles that I do miss in this or that get announced later on, I will leave a pinned comment with anything else, and I'll also put it in the description. But first up, we do have Princess Tale. Now, this one is tentatively releasing on the 13th of May. We can see over here on the Apple App Store that they've got a date of the 13th of May. Now, keep in mind these Apple App Store dates are tentative, they're not always official, so no official statement on this one. This one I don't think is going to be a massive launch personally. It's effectively a direct clone of AFK Arena, except they've thrown in some waifus, so it's going to be that idle gameplay, get your gear, upgrade it. For me, these things come out all the time. This was just something I noticed that was coming out. I don't think this will be a massive player base or anything like that. Like I said, these clone games, when a game clones another game, it has to have something really big to offer, I feel, to really stick. And when all you're doing is changing the theme to full waifu, I don't think it's enough to really cement yourself a place in a market when other games have been around for a couple of years and had 2 years of extra development and money put into them. So this one, Princess Tale, if you like idle, you like waifus, you might get a bit of fun out of it, but that's one that I won't be playing personally. Like I said, coming out on the 13th of May tentatively. Next up, we have Counterside. Now, this isn't a full global release. This is a Southeast Asia open beta, slated for, if we go over here, the 18th of May. Now, this is in Indonesian because I had to change my store to actually find it, but that's where the tentative date is. Once again, nothing official, but I suspect, like I do with most of these games, when they do an open beta in a different region, it's normally like a soft launch for the full global version, so I'll be playing it. You can get it off QApp or something like that when it does launch. This is a game that I'm really excited about. It's sort of a mixture of Epic 7 style combat graphics. Like, as you can see, no more chibis. Like, the last 2 years have been just, everyone wants to release chibi models of their animes. Like, it's so bad. And this one, finally, we get some nice Epic 7 style of character designs in combat, which is fantastic. Not only that, the character designs are really nice in this one. We don't just have waifus. You got your husbandos, you've got soldiers with full gear, you've got complete mech warriors that'll go stomping around. And just the character designs in this one are really fantastic. On top of that, the combat sort of feels like sort of the side-scrolling tower defense. You'll have your own ship that you have to defend, and then you got to defeat the enemy ship. It's a lot of auto combat, but at the same time, you do have a lot of manual things you can do, placements of units, activation of ultimate abilities. Then you have your own ship that you're trying to defend, which has its own ability that you can use. Once again, it's got an Arknights feel about it with the whole, sort of tower defensey vibe, but also it's got that really nice UI, and it's just a really clean game all up. They had a beta about I want to say a month ago, which was really, really clean and polished. You can also play the Korean version, which is really nice. Now, the Korean version is done by Nexon. This one is done by Zilong Game, so different publisher, which I think is a little bit better than Nexon, so we'll have to see how it does play out. But as you can see, the aesthetics of the game are really nice. It's got some cutscenes, just really well presented, and this is one that I am actually really excited about, so looking forward to that launch. Hopefully it is around that 18th of May, and we can get stuck in. Moving on from that, we have Guardians of Claudia. Now, this one is suspected for the 26th of May. Now, this one, I just thought I'd throw this in there because I did see the release date. As you can see, it's sort of like that auto-pathing MMO style of thing with what looks like an instance here. You can see your DPS stats in the top right, all that sort of stuff. Now, there are a lot of MMO style games that do come out. This one has a bit more of a unique aesthetic to it. I'm not huge on it, but if you want to jump in and like the aesthetic of it, you can jump in and have a crack. I don't think you're going to find anything crazy unique in this one. When we look at who it's made by, these are guys that do Tale of Wind and Eternal Sword M, so it looks like they've just basically taken the base model of what they use for their other games like this Eternal Sword M, and sort of changed the camera angles and stuff like that and kept it going. But it seems like something very much down the wheel path of what these guys have been doing. So not too sure. Judge that one as you will. I probably won't be playing it, but it is something that is upcoming in case any of you do want to have a try. So this next one, Rage of Destiny, I don't have an official date for it. I saw on a forum somewhere that someone talked about May, but I'm really not sure. I just wanted to throw it in there just because this game was a little bit interesting to me. I like anything that's like this style of design for characters. I really do like the design, and it looks like it's a hack and slash. So the vibe of this one reminds me of Dungeon Hunter Champions, which was like, I don't know, 3 years ago maybe, which was a really solid game. It had a lot of drama around it about them giving players really rare units and not disclosing information. They had a lot of bad media, but I thought the game was pretty solid. And this is the sort of vibe I'm getting from this one, with cool character designs. You look at something like Raid Shadow Legends that has these type of character designs and can absolutely dominate a market with marketing. If there's an actual good game that looks after their players with this sort of stuff, I feel like it could be really successful. So this one I'm not too sure on. Like I said, I looked into it, and like you can see they've really inspired this by Raid. If you've played Raid, this is like the campaign screen, but I was digging into it and I got really thrown off, because if we go over here and we look at this company, Skyrise Digital, you can see their games there. However, if we go back and we go to the website provided here, it jumps here, and I couldn't find this one on the Apple App Store either, but it goes to IGG, which is like the Lord's Mobile people. So I don't know whether it's like a subsidiary of IGG or what's going on, or whether they've put like a false link here. So there's something going on there, but in the end I wasn't too stressed about digging in too deep into it. But yeah, Rage of Destiny, just a really nice art design, and I like seeing where they take games with this sort of aesthetic appeal. As you can see, some more of the characters in the background looks really different to what I'm used to when every second release, well no, probably 4 out of every 5 releases are anime these days. It's good to see just something a bit more down this aisle. I'll keep you guys updated on the channel about this game, because I'm keen to see how it does flow, but no official release date. Like I said, I just heard whispers of May, but we'll have to wait and see. Now for the final game on this list, and between this game and Counterside, I am definitely set for the next few months, but this game is My Hero Academia, the strongest hero anime RPG. I've been playing a lot of content on this one on the channel. It's a fantastic game. Now I've just been playing the CN version. The global version, they still haven't officially announced it. Early speculation was the 18th of May. At the moment, on my Australian release, we do have expected for June 1st. I thought I'd throw it in here because if it is the June 1st, I probably won't make a video for June ones by the time this is out. So June 1st is the current tentative date for me. A lot of rumors of May 18th, so hopefully this month. They are looking at having a closed beta that will be wiped in early May, so hopefully that starts soon and they can get the last little pieces of development going in this game and get it up and running. But this game is super polished, really nice. If you're a fan of My Hero, I think you'll really enjoy this game. And it's got a bunch of everything in it. It's got PvP for days. It's got so much PvP, like you can't even believe it. Real-time PvP combat. You can summon a hero, have them at level 1 with 0 upgrades, 0 anything, and you can still go ahead and compete very well in PvP, which is fantastic for those that just want to, summon their favorite heroes and then go ahead and fight with them. There is also a big PvE element. You got 3-man co-op, you got 9-man raids, you've got a full gearing system for your heroes, plus for your account has a gearing system. There's support cards where you can get extra heroes come in and support your team. There is a lot of different features in this game, and it's one of those ones where I just feel like if you jump into it and you enjoy every aspect of it, you will never get bored. If you just want to play some PvP, the great thing is you don't have to invest all your time into grinding out all the gear and everything. You can just save up the currencies, summon the character you want. It's got a really good summon system. 60 pulls gets you to pity, and that pity on a select hero banner when the new hero's out, like you get to that pity, you're guaranteed to get that hero. And if you go 40 of the 60 and you don't get that hero, the next select banner comes in, you start that banner at 40 of 60. It doesn't wipe it. It's just does a lot of things right, in my opinion. And like I said, my personal bias, I'm really pumped for this game and also Counterside, but you know, you guys can go ahead, take a look and make your own minds up. But that is it. Just recapping, we have Princess Tale, the idle RPG basically. We have Counterside, that side-scrolling tower defense, which looks amazing. We have Guardians of Claudia, which is that sort of MMO auto-pathing type vibe. Rage of Destiny, which I'm really keen to see how that goes with that really nice aesthetic. And then My Hero Academia, the strongest hero. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the month of May. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.